Hello, and on today's episode of Look What I Made, I'm going to show you how I took some goods from the scrap yard and turned it to a cool headache rack for my truck. So come along, let me show you how I did it. So now I got some highway grade 1-inch rebar I'm about to cut up and take some measurements. I got an angle finder there to get my angle of my truck, the pitch, and I got some other stuff here to make this measure. All right, I got a sacrificial piece bent. It still came a little short or long or whatever, so I did the additions and stuck it into the official first piece. So I already got it bent down there, as you can see. So now we're going to bend this side. To watch the old meter move, I need to go 35, and I got to keep it straight down through here as I do it. So I got to crank this until this angle finder, gets me to 35. One crank at a time. We're not going to sit here and do the whole thing, but that's kind of what needs to happen here. And I also need to keep looking down here to keep this, make sure we're straight. All right, I'm lucky enough to have access to some what we'll call some sacrificial metal here. Most people don't, and if I really had to, I could go back to the drawing board, but I'm not. My geometry skills aren't that good, if any at all. I could figure it out if I gave it some time and did some studying, but I don't have to. I got some sacrificial metal here that I can reuse anyway. But so anyways, as you can see here, I got like 3 pieces. One straight, and the one's already bent, the contour of the truck. Well, the one that's bent at the contour of the truck is not going to work for 2 reasons. Number one, I screwed up when I bent it. I had the pin in a little too early on it, or too close. Kind of pinched it right there. The corner, even though it won't pinch the rebar, but being solid rebar, I don't know if it would bust my pins or snap. I don't know. So we're gonna go like one underneath it is a sacrificial piece, but it's like a half piece. I just want to see about this radius, did some math and stuff. So that's the kind of radius I'm shooting for. I need a 35-degree angle here, or 65, depending on which way you do it. Either way. So yeah, and plus that sacrificial piece I bent to the size of the truck come up a little short. This little piece of metal here is the width of my bed cap and stuff I need to sit on. As you can see, come up a little short there. I'm over here now, short over here, and then damn near short there. So I was like 3 inches off on each side. So, and then when I put this half sacrificial piece up, it overlapped there on both sides, so that's probably like another inch. So I have like 7 inches to cut off of that. So I'm going to take 7 inches off the total stretch out of that sacrificial piece I bent up. I'm going to take 7 inches off that. And so with this, my last sacrificial piece, I'm going to go and bend it on this ugly piece of pipe and then hold it up to the back of my truck. And if it fits, then I have those dimensions and measurements, and I'm going to take that to the rebar, and we're going to get her done. Now that we got it measured up, we're welding it up now. Let's measure in between the 2 risers and get a filler piece to stick in here. Let's mock up some filler pieces with some scrap metal here real quick. And then we're going to weld them up. Here's the real pieces we're going to weld up. We're going to stick them inside there, just like that. Now I'm cutting out something to personalize this thing with. My initial of my last name is an S, so I'm cutting out a pair of S's here. Put one on each side in that little filler piece that we did before. And the S is after a band up there. There's your clue. One of my favorite bands. I'm stealing their S, their logo. Since I'm not selling it, it's okay, I can do that. If I sold it, I might have a problem. But anyways, I'm using the plasma cutter I have at work. When I came to work here, this had preloaded fittings in there for duct work. Then here a while back, this gentleman came over from a shop across town, and we got to talking. Long story short, I cracked the code. He helped me crack the code how to unleash the monster of this plasma torch here. Basically, I can take any image at all, and I can just cut it out here out of a piece of steel.
a 5 by 10 foot piece of steel. If you have a logo that's 5 by 10, actually I can make it larger than that, but it has to be in 5 by 10 sheets. Actually, I actually made something once. I didn't make it, but I was trying to see how big it could get. And basically, it might take like a stack of sheets, a stack of 5 by 10 sheets, like 60 sheets. But I could make a logo big enough to stick on the top of the Superdome if you piece it together. But yeah, so there's the logo. I'm gonna stick on each side of this sucker right here. So there's my initial welded on. And so I had it welded on from the back side, obviously, because no one looks back there. And I'll clean it up anyway, but they're welded on and they're ready to be welded on the headache rack. And there they are, they're welded on. And now it's time to get this sucker hauled outside and get this bad boy painted up. Was using some truck bed liner and a spray can, like Rust-Oleum brand. Came out damn good, really damn nice, it really did. So yeah, that's the texture, the coating on it. And if you look right there, you can see that unistrut right there. That way you can strap something to that, strap it to those little holes there. Pretty simple. So yeah, so there it is. And the thing is, I made this really cheap in consideration of what you could get one for. So yeah, you can buy one for almost $700. That's crazy. Or you can just make you one. I got all these materials. Here's my bender. I bought it for cheaper than that. I had it for about a year. I actually have a video about how to use this bender too, if you look back. Back in 2018 at the scrapyard, I left that scrapyard with 4 sticks of high-grade heavy rebar, 1-inch rebar, and some other miscellaneous scrap. I left there less than $20. So you saw how much that bender is, and you saw how much a new one is. So there you go. I made my own. I could probably make 3 or 4 of these for the price you could have bought that one for. And to be honest with you, that one they showed, I didn't even like it. Mine's one of a kind. And so, yeah, here you are. Thanks for watching my video. Like and subscribe to my channel for more content.